All right, well, no one's joined, but that's okay because Google's recording it. It's going to be put on YouTube anyway. But if you're checking it out later, welcome to this quick little last-minute, webinar talking about knee pain and flexibility. So first thing, if you got a belt, go get a belt that you can ride on. Nice sand-colored belt like this. Pretty tough. You still wear it, use it, whatever. But it's nice and wide, and it's not going to break. You're not going to hurt it using it. But what I want you to do is get something you can ride on. Go to surface floor anywhere. Get a belt that you can ride on in some way. On the inside, I want you to write fail. On the outside, write nothing. Don't write anything. But imagine many things written out here. Win, progress being the important one, effort, success. All those things are invisible. If it's a belt that you wear, and really you could just start to think about it as any belt. But even if you don't wear it, I want you to try to take it with you every day. But you're not just going to take it with you, because if you take it with you and you don't use it, you'd better put it on like this. Fail. Right? But you're not going to do that, because you've got 4 minutes in the morning, I'm sure. So, you'll see you in a second. So, every morning, you're going to grab that belt, whether you're going to wear it or not, but you're going to take it with you. Because if you take it with you and you don't use it, you better be displaying this side. When you fold it up and put it in your pack or your bag or your pocket, in your car, or wherever, you better fold it up and display it just like that. Fail. And then at some point in the day, maybe morning's not your thing. Maybe it's the evening. We all work different shifts, different schedules. It's going to display this until you use it every day. Or however you set up this. It's in the evening. And when you use it, flip it around. Success, right? And this is how you're going to use it. A few simple things, but it's going to make a big difference. Real big difference. So go ahead and just engage the belt. Right, so it's no longer one piece, it's a loop. Right? And then we're going to do 2 minutes each leg. 2 minutes, right? You can use your inhale, just being level, right? Not making any more progress or applying any more effort. And you're going to use the exhale to every time to relax and work harder. All right, so 2 minutes. Start here in a couple of seconds. What you're going to do is you're just going to loop it. You're just going to place it over the bottom of your foot, the middle of your foot. Even if you're wearing a boot or a shoe, put it right in the middle of the foot, or of the bottom of the shoe, that is. All right, and grab it with the opposite arm. So if it's the left leg, it's going to be right arm. Posture up and slowly lower yourself back. Traveling on the exhale. Make an effort on the exhale. And the belt here is going to bridge the gap between your capability and where you want to be. So if you can't get your leg to 90 degrees while keeping the leg straight, don't worry about it. That's fine. And chalk is far down. You might be holding on here, some of you. Others here, and then others may need an even longer belt. But chalk as far down as you need to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be, which is just it's different for everybody, but it's it's always forward, always progressing. So you can use your exhales now to take your head and neck out of the game. If you're doing this minus all the talking, because you know this was your first maybe using this method here, which is borrowed from yoga. So you're gonna use your exhales, right? So when we're progressing on the exhale, you use your exhale to take your head and neck out of the game. You're not stressing, you're not straining, but you're trying to stretch out that exhale as long as possible. And one area at a time, you're gonna relax and only think about that one area. So, instead of applying brute force with the arm, it's just gonna apply the same. The way you're gonna get more flexibility, even inside of one session, is you're gonna relax each area. Relaxing here, then another exhale here, or maybe even multiple exhales in one area, and then moving, just thinking about this area, the entire exhale. And so you work on each leg like that, 2 minutes. Or, I say 2 minutes, so I don't want anybody to relax too much, and lose track of time and be late to work and send me a hate mail or whatever. So, you just come back up, 2 minutes on the other leg. Come back, nice posture, lowering yourself down with the free arm. And the first thing you're gonna do, take the head and neck out of the game. So don't be afraid to use that slack, or maybe even get a longer belt if you need to, because it's all progress. Everything you're doing is progress, as long as you're relaxing and working harder. Working harder at asking for more, but being respectful of the pain and the tightness as you travel into new ranges and new pathways. You have to be respectful of all that pain and tightness, and not approach too rapidly, too aggressively, just on a tolerance, just slightly uncomfortable, right? We don't want to cross into strain and pain. We want to stay over here. Slight discomfort. Of course, it's going to be uncomfortable. But you got to know the difference. You'll learn yourself as time goes on. So then, if you do this every day, 4 minutes, 2 minutes each leg, you probably start wanting to do it even more than that. But at the very minimum, 2 minutes each leg. Eventually, week 2 or 3, you might be a little bit higher. Might be making it a little bit more technical. And just all the little things, relaxing the shoulders all the way to the ground. Check in with me more, and I'll give you more technique, and we'll just keep stacking on the technique, just like interest. Interest on interest, technique on technique, right? And then week 4 or 5, who knows? I'm just throwing out numbers. Everybody's different. But eventually you may not need the belt anymore. So, that's important for a lot of things. It's going to open up your back, lower back. Your lower back's tight. Stretch. You can see a lot of the same stretches over and over again because they help out different things. So now, you've already seen that video though, but this was just a recap on that. So what else goes with that, right? Towards knee pain. So the knee hurts. Rubbing on it here, hanging on to your knee. That's not going to do anything for you. Sitting period on the sidewalk. It's not going to help. Although it is close to something later on down the line, but it's not just holding the knee. It's a lot more than that. But your bread and butter, right? What I tell everybody, oh, your knee hurts? Okay. You pigeon pose? They say, what's pigeon pose? I say, yeah, I know. I didn't know the name. I show them the stretch, and they say, no, I don't do that. Okay, well, you should. Obviously go see your doctor first. Find out what you can and can't do. And then go seek, right? Seek the information. Find the pathway, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to sort of posture like you're going to do a sit-up. You're going to fold the legs over. The leg that you're most facing, the leg that your torso is nearest to, that you're most facing, you're gonna tee off your torso with it, just facing it, squaring off against that leg. I'm gonna scoot up And then you're going to slide the other leg back, however far, as long as it doesn't move during the stretch. If you want more of a stretch, you come up out of it, then bring the leg back a little further with the top of the foot somewhat on the ground. And then here, it's pretty simple. All you're going to do is relax and work harder. All right, we've got gravity, your body weight, and relaxing, doing all the work. There's no need to pry on yourself, use leverage, pull down, none of that. You're just gonna square off with this, with the thigh, tee up, you know, your torso with it, and just use your exhales. Only progress on the exhale. 2 minutes here, each side. Again, you know, for the first couple of weeks, it may look like this for some of you. You're only coming to here, you're like, oh, my back, you feel it, you know, just relax. Don't be too, you know, don't be too ambitious, don't be frustrated. If you were to come to my gym, that's the last thing you come in for, is to get stressed out. Leave that at the door when we start learning to, right? It is beneficial actually to close your eyes. It's eliminating, right, one sensory organ, and you can imagine better the areas that you're trying to relax. Just anything that's on fire, anything that's tight, that's hurting, especially the things that are like getting that massage-like soreness, that good kind of burn. Or if you have a sudden onset of pain, carefully back up. If your leg goes numb, your foot goes numb, that's normal. As long as there's not a pop or a sudden burst of pain or anything, hi, then you're all right. Say hi. Hi. No, right there. Hi. You're on TV. Okay, Nico. Say bye. Bye. Now go. Go stretch. Go show me stretch it over there. Oh, get on the mat. All right. So, other side, the same thing. Also, you're going to do a sit-up. Fold the legs over the other way. The leg that your torso is facing. So tee off with it. All right. Posture up. Stretch. Stretch. Stretch again. They're waiting for me, Nico. They're waiting to hear me. All right, so stretch. All right, so same thing. Bring that leg back. Don't move the leg in the stretch. Just bring it back. Posture up. Relax. Use gravity. And only progress on the exhale.
Show me how to stretch. Show me how to stretch.
You did like this. Come over here. On your mat, over there. It's clean. No, get on the mat. Sit down. Do your bridge. Bridge. No, your feet are on the ground. All right, so sorry for the interruption, but you know, can't stop a chant like this. Anyway, so get your belt, whatever it is. It could be a luggage strap. Doesn't matter where you get it from, as long as it's not stretchy. You know, I can think of another kind of belt that a lot of you could use too. All right, jiu-jitsu belt or whatever martial arts, anything. As long as you stretch every day. That's why I say right. That's it. You want to use my other one? Here. Use that one. That's why I say right fail. On the inside. Because if you're wearing the belt, only you know what's there. And to everybody else, you know, with this, in this way, you're not going to see the progress so immediately. And it is tangible, like this, but there's no picturesque, right? So that's why it's blank. Also because it's not predetermined. It could be, you know, it's up to you.
You know, some of us have limitations, you know, the body, the joints, age, whatever. But for the most part, it's up to you. You know, what's going to be on this side of it in that sense of what, where you know, what you do with your body, how far you take it. So stay positive, stretch every day. Those basic things, hamstrings and the hips. And then next time we get some actual views, we'll get some Q&A. You know, we'll show you some stuff for the calves too. So if you're watching this later, still drop a question, you know, request, and we'll hit it up next week. If y'all want a specific time, you know, there was no request. I just figured, hey, I'll post it, see if anyone shows. And that's all good. So drop a question or comment. Till next time, train safe, train hard, and eat better. Eat to perform.